Ministry to self. Beloved friend, I would speak with you now about ministry, your ministry to the one self which we are. Now, the ministry to self will require something from you. In other words, you will have to be a doer. You will have to choose whom you will serve. Will you serve the world with its limited belief and its limited image, or will you serve the higher self of you? Ministry to the one self will ask you to be in conscious awareness of the divinity of all which happens in you and through you. Ministry to the one self requires of you that you choose to be awake, that you choose to know holy vision. Ministry to self means, first of all, ministry to self, the individuality as you see yourself. It means ministering to the body, listening to it, taking care of it, nourishing it. It means ministering to the emotions of the self of you, listening to the feeling, acknowledging them, and nurturing them with understanding and allowance. And ministry to self means listening to the voice of the soul, acknowledging its deeper desires, and seeking out whatever is good, whatever is true, whatever is beautiful. Choose as often as is possible to spend your moments in peace in a state of upliftment. Choose to speak words which are of love. Choose to speak words to yourself which are of love, not of condemnation or reproach. Choose as often as possible to look upon every experience with holy vision and to bless it with your remembrance of the divine creativity which has brought it forth. Choose to read that which is uplifting. Choose to be in the space of the consciousness which allows you to feel expanded, to feel unlimited, to touch the place of the Christ of you. As you have heard the call of the body to be nourished, recognize that the soul of you calls out to be fed. Feed it with that which is uplifting, that which speaks of eternality, of beauty, of peace. Choose to be friends of like mind. Now, that does not mean that you will not be with other brothers and sisters in service. You will. But choose for the nourishment of your soul, as often as possible, to be with ones who are living in the place of upliftment. And do not judge the other ones as you are in service with them. For ministry to self will see you in service to the brothers and sisters. You will behold in their questing something which you are also wanting to have answered. For all of the brothers and sisters have but the same purpose, the purpose of awakening, wanting to know who they are, wanting to remember love. Ministry to self will ask of you that you share what you have as tangible items, the clothing, the food, the household goods, with another brother or sister for the comfort of the body. But more importantly, ministry to self will ask of you to share with them what you are remembering, that which is allowing you now to choose for joy. For the brothers and sisters, many of them in their completion are going through challenges which feel sorrowful and heavy and confusing. Share with the brothers and sisters what you are remembering. Share with them a sentence, an idea. It does not have to be a whole soapbox. You do not have to preach to them, but share with them an uplifting idea. Share with them something which has been revealed to you in that day or the previous day, which has allowed you to come up higher. Allow them to claim the spiritual food for their soul as well. For their soul is crying out for nourishment, the same as yours. And as you find yourself coming up higher, feeling more wholesome, more holy, you find that you have more and more to share with the brothers and sisters. You will find that you have more and more of the tangible good somehow coming to you and flowing through you to give to another one. And you will find that you have more and more of the revelation to share with them, more and more of the soul food. Do not be afraid to share with the brothers and sisters a word of encouragement, an idea which has come to you, which has been allowed to come up out of the pit and to see once again the sunshine, the light of your own radiance, and thus to feel, yes, life is worth living. Do not be afraid to share with them information about gathering, workshops, places you have gone where you have found upliftment. Invite them to come with you to a group where you can partake of the love, the companionship, the communion of the one self. A gathering where they will be welcomed and we will have an opportunity to remember our Father's love. Now, you may invite and they may not choose. They may have yet what they see as a completion to do, but at least you will have put the choice in front of them. They will at least know that there is something available. And if you say, "No, I cannot come yet, I must go and finish whatever," at least they will know that there is a place where they can come and be nurtured by being in the presence of one such as you. Do not hold back, for in holding back you are judging. You are in a place of fear which says, what if I suggest that perhaps they would like to come to a certain gathering or read a certain book? And what if they say no? What if they think that I'm strange? What if? What is the bottom line of that? It is judgment of self, your judgment of yourself that says, perhaps they will not see what I have to offer as being good enough. Perhaps they will not see me as being good enough. Perhaps I will see myself as not being good enough. You have habitually attributed the judgment of your value to someone else outside of you. But at the bottom line, the evaluation abides with you, and its judgment, however subtle. And it is the fear which comes from the judgment which keeps you in a place of saying, well, I couldn't mention that to my neighbor. I know he's going through a lot right now. I talked with him a little bit, and I might offer an idea to him, but he would probably say no, and maybe I'd better not say anything. You have all been in a place of holding back. Allow yourself now to move beyond that place, to step out in the ministry of self, to be courageous. What does it matter if they say no? In truth, it is not a judgment of you they have made, although typically you have heard it as a judgment of you. When they say no, it is because they are choosing to complete whatever they feel they need to complete, to be wherever they feel they need to be, and do whatever they see at the time to be necessary to do. It is not a judgment of you, and do not judge them. So if you make a suggestion and say, no, not yet, in truth, that is what they are saying, no, not yet. For in time, the Holy Child will choose to awaken and come home. But the choice is a free choice as to when in time. You do not know another's path, nor do you know what on their path they are yet feeling needs to be completed. Offer your truth freely, and if it is not received, well, that is okay. You will then take your truth somewhere else and offer it to someone else, as I did with my ministry. The disciples and I, when we walked into a village, if ones were receptive, we stayed and we shared. We taught and we healed. If they were not receptive, we blessed them and knew that in time, such as we see now, this present time to be, they would come with a hungering and a thirsting within, and would want to know. But meantime in that life, I shook the dust off my sandals and walked to the next village. So if there is one who refuses your gift, say to them, okay, and go to the next one. No judgment of self or of the other one. Allow your gift to be freely offered. Freely you have been given from the Father, life, the true being of you. Freely you have been given your divine birthright of joy. Freely offer it to the brothers and sisters. In truth, everyone you meet has invited you to be in their presence. Nothing happens by accident. Everything happens by invitation. Therefore, share with the self the good news. Share with self the path of the ministry that you're on, ministry to your own awakening. I bless you in your ministry to the one self, for as you have chosen the path of awakening and the path of ministry to self, you have chosen to minister unto me, the Christ. It is a choice not taken lightly, and yet it is always taken in light.